Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Flight 222, departing from Chicago to Detroit. Flight time is 12 hours and 42 minutes. And as a reminder, the flight attendants will not be on this plane. We're assisting you virtually. Please ignore the smoke coming from the right side of the plane. That is pretty common. Bathrooms are also out of order. Your pilot today, what's your name? Eric. So Eric has graciously volunteered to fly the plane today. He has about 10 hours of flight simulator experience on Xbox. So under your seat, you've been provided a helmet, elbow pads, and a quote for cheap life insurance. Please put them on at this time. Once again, thank you for flying Flight 222. We hope you make it to your destination. Whew, glad I'm not on that plane.
Hey, you ever flown Spirit Airlines, where you get that $60 flight? You're sitting on comfortable folding chairs, and you're excited because you saved a lot of money only until you ask for maybe Wi-Fi, or you decide that you're thirsty and you want to get a soda, or you ended up bringing some extra luggage that you forgot about, and you end up breaking even and not really saving.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Yeah, them. Well, they may be going bankrupt, and maybe you passport bros are to blame. Let's get into it.
Spirit Airlines, the nation's largest discount airline, filed for bankruptcy protection today. And as we head into the busy holiday travel season, CBS's Chris Van Cleve tells us what the bankruptcy filing means for customers.
At Spirit's Fort Lauderdale hub, passengers remain optimistic despite the airline's early morning bankruptcy filing.
It's nice to have these low-price airlines.
We just hope they don't go out of business.
I've never had any apprehension booking Spirit at all.
Known for ultra-low fares and fees for just about everything else, now it's Spirit Airlines looking for a deal with its creditors.
From a flyer standpoint, unless your flight is canceled, it is business as usual.
Airline industry analyst Henry Hartevelt.
Perhaps they bought too many planes, expanded to too many routes, but also the market has changed.
Spirit Airlines has long been recognized as a pioneer of the ultra low-cost carrier model, offering fares that are often significantly lower than those of traditional airlines. Now, in 2020, for example, the airline's domestic ticket price was around $98 compared to JetBlue's $191. This stark difference made Spirit a go-to choice for cost-conscious travelers, but the model has faced increasing scrutiny and challenges in the recent years. Spirit Airlines was profitable for years, but the COVID-19 pandemic disrupted the entire aviation industry, hitting the Spirit Airline company particularly hard. Now, the airline went from consistent annual profits to significant losses. Now let's talk about 2020. A net loss of $428 million was reported. In 2021, losses deepened to $555 million. Now in 2022, this continued, and they ended up with $271 million in losses for their fourth quarter alone. And by November of 2024, Spirit has filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy to restructure over $3 billion in long-term debt. Now,
all right, now, y'all gonna get on this plane or not?
Yes,
All right, so everyone's gonna shut up, and we're gonna stay deployed, and we're only gonna train again because we're frustrated as hell. Look, I don't even know what aircraft's here because everybody's screaming the number. I don't know what I have. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what aircraft's sitting out there. I don't know what's going on. You guys won't give me a minute. Please give me a minute. Please.
Now, despite the filing, Spirit has emphasized that it's not shutting down operations. Instead, this move aims to stabilize the airline's finances and redefine its place in the competitive aviation market. Now, what does this mean for travelers? See, for passengers, Spirit has reassured that operations remain unaffected. Book flights, all flights, flight credits, and frequent flyer miles valid. Refund policy. Passengers are entitled to full refunds for canceled flights under federal law. Holiday travel. Industry experts like Syrian Mike Arnott expects holiday travel to proceed as planned, though flights scheduled for late 2025 may face uncertainties. I think this is the point where Spirit is having to adapt to change. To remain competitive, Spirit is undergoing transformation, focusing on meeting the evolving expectations of post-pandemic travelers who demand more value and flexibility. Fare bundles. New travel options include no change or cancellation fees. As far as the loyalty program goes, they're going to offer expanded benefits, free for Spirit members. They include discounts and priority seating. At the end of the day, these initiatives aim to compete with rivals such as Frontier and JetBlue. Speaking of JetBlue, let's talk about something else that occurred. Spirit's financial troubles could have been mitigated through a merger with JetBlue, but regulatory hurdles blocked the deal. The U.S. Department of Justice opposed the $3.8 billion acquisition, citing antitrust concerns and the potential for reduced competition and higher fares for consumers. In March 2024, JetBlue and Spirit mutually agreed to terminate the merger, highlighting the challenges of consolidation in the airline industry. At the end of the day, Spirit did attempt to I guess, get past this bankruptcy, and it's not uncommon in the aviation industry to see Chapter 11 bankruptcies. As a matter of fact, most of the major airline companies have filed for bankruptcy, so this isn't out of the ordinary. So what's next for Spirit Airlines? Spirit may successfully restructure and emerge as a leaner, more competitive airline. Now, while the JetBlue deal fell through, bankruptcy could pave the way for other partnerships as seen in past mergers like Delta Northwest and American TWA. If restructuring fails, Spirit could shut down entirely, though this outcome is unlikely before late 2025. Spirit's bankruptcy is not unprecedented. Like I said earlier, many major carriers like Delta, United, and American have all filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in the past 2 decades and emerged stronger. Spirit hopes to follow suit, using the process to adapt to the industry's challenges and redefine itself as a high-value, low-cost carrier. So let's talk about some of the things that were attempted before Spirit actually filed this bankruptcy. One of the first things that they did was they raised $519 million by selling 23 of their Airbus planes. They started laying off workers. They laid off 240 pilots and demoted 100 captains. They also introduced premium options and fare bundles with added flexibility, and they started working on their Savers Club with discounted fares and perks. Now, again, they tried, but they failed in that regard. Spirit has always thrived in offering affordability to travelers, and I think they will continue to do so. But I do think that we'll see an increase in costs, and I say we because, you know, every now and then I fly for Spirit. Don't tell nobody though. That's between us. But I know a lot of you guys. You go on vacation and you bank on Spirit being, you know, within that tolerance that you're used to. So I wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up and let you know that you may see a fare increase. And, you know, it is what it is. It's business. So hopefully we see Spirit get through this and make it to the other side. Thank y'all for watching it, and see y'all in the next video.